A top bank is declaring that the crypto winter is over, yet US lawmakers are again trying to ban Bitcoin. Plus, two altcoins are caught in a major controversy that could risk their multi-billion-dollar market caps. This is your Altcoin Buzz News. Hey, what's up everyone? My name is Cody Buffington. Make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you know when I drop the latest content. Follow us on Twitter, AltcoinBuzzIO, and as always, this is not financial advice, and we wish you the best of luck in your crypto ventures. Altcoin Buzz, in collaboration with ENJINSTARTER, brings you an exclusive giveaway. Now get a free 1-month Altcoin Buzz Alpha membership that includes buy and sell calls, portfolio updates, airdrops, and IDO strategies, as well as new gems and Q&As. See what our members of the community have been saying, and don't miss out. Check out the link in the description below. The world's biggest institutions are here, with Standard Chartered launching crypto custody. Starting in Q1 2024, Standard Chartered is set to launch a crypto custody service for Bitcoin and Ethereum for institutional clients in Dubai. The service will be managed by Zodiac Custody, a leading digital asset custodian owned by Standard Chartered. The bank has also obtained the necessary regulatory approvals and has plans to set up a cryptocurrency settlement network. The move comes as the regulatory scrutiny in the US increases, making the more lenient regulatory environment in the UAE an attractive option for crypto businesses. With the license, Standard Chartered will be able to offer its custody services globally. And Galaxy Digital CEO Mike Novogratz is predicting the approval of a spot Bitcoin ETF by the end of 2023. Novogratz highlighted a recent court decision that questioned the Securities and Exchange Commission's stance, creating pressure on the SEC to reconsider its position.
And the question is whether just because they're asking, is it going to be approved?
Yeah, it's going to get approved. We actually think, we're partnered with Invesco on an application. We think it happens this year in 2023. All the indications of dealing seem to be heading in the right direction, and that's from
what's Mike though, because I don't want people to. Mike, people are going to say he's talking his book. He owns a lot of Bitcoin. He wants this to happen, obviously. What would you pinpoint and specifically suggest that you're seeing around the approval process that is somehow different today than it was a year ago, than it was 2 or 3 years ago?
The most significant piece was the SEC lost in court, right? The judge had said, "What are you talking about, SEC? You have a futures ETF and you're saying you can't have a cash ETF. That makes intellectually zero sense." And I think that put the SEC on the back foot. And I think Gensler needs a win. There's a tremendous amount of pressure to do something that is rational. The American public wants this. BlackRock, who's the largest asset manager in the world, is out publicly saying we're going to get this done. And it's, I can't talk specific about conversations our guys are having, and that's on the Invesco side. But talking to all the other people, it just feels like the dialogue with the SEC is all heading in the right direction.
Lawmakers and major financial firms like BlackRock and Fidelity are advocating for these ETFs, as they believe they would enhance investor protection and make Bitcoin more accessible and secure. But also, if Novogratz's prediction does come true, it would benefit his firm, which has partnered with Invesco on a spot Bitcoin ETF. Overall, the approval of a Bitcoin ETF is increasingly likely in 2023, driven by the legal decision and public demand. Also, make sure to check out Randy's TA video on our Altcoin Buzz trading channel for the altcoins he's looking at right now. The crypto winter may be over, according to Morgan Stanley Wealth Management, which said in a post on its website, examining whether the recent bear market in digital assets has run its course. The Tuesday post said, based on current data, signs indicate that a crypto winter may be in the past and that crypto spring is likely on the horizon. The investment manager notes that the trough of Bitcoin in previous crypto winters has occurred 12 to 14 months after the peak. The cryptocurrency reached an all-time high around $69,000 in November of 2021 and bottomed out a year later. Strategist Denny Galindo wrote, a 50% increase in price from Bitcoin's low is typically a good sign that the trough has been achieved. The world's largest cryptocurrency has risen 70% year to date and 77% from last year's lows. The magnitude of the Bitcoin drawdown is also important. The wealth manager noted that previous price troughs were about 83% of their respective highs. Bitcoin had dropped nearly 77% to about $16,000 by November of 2022. Roughly every 4 years, the reward for successfully mining a Bitcoin block is cut in half, an event known as the halving, and this reduces inflationary pressure on Bitcoin. Meanwhile, U.S. Senator Elizabeth Warren led more than 100 lawmakers in demanding top officials share their plans for heading off crypto finance terrorism. They cited reports that crypto funds had supported Hamas in the months before the attack on Israel, with the group directly soliciting Bitcoin donations. They said, given the clear and present danger posed by the financing of these and other militant organizations, we asked the administration to provide additional details on its plan to prevent the use of crypto for financing of terrorism. The bill, which crypto lobbyists have argued would pose significant threats to the industry in the United States, hasn't found any traction at the committee level, so remains a long shot for this year. Ethereum co-founder Vitalik Buterin revealed that he hasn't sold any of his Ether holdings for personal gain since 2018. He said, if you see an article saying Vitalik sends ETH to an exchange, it's not actually me selling. It's almost always me donating to some charity or nonprofit or other project, and the recipient selling because, well, they have to cover expenses. Buterin's previous crypto transfers to exchanges have often been met with speculation, with many interpreting these actions as potential sales of his digital assets. Such transactions at times have also resulted in market reactions, impacting crypto prices. Ethereum was launched in 2015, and Buterin in 2018 said the maximum amount of Ether he ever owned was about 0.9% of the total supply, back when the total supply of Ether was 75 million coins, and that's a maximum of 675,000 Ether. Buterin currently holds around 250,000 Ether, worth around $390 million at current prices. The figures show that Buterin has sent over 30% of his Ether holdings to exchanges over the years for purposes such as donations. The SUI token has struggled to regain ground after plummeting more than 9% amid allegations from South Korean regulators, which have accused the SUI Foundation of manipulating the supply of the token for its own gain. The SUI token gained a little under 1% in the last 24 hours after falling from 41 cents on October 16th to new lows of 37 cents on October 18th. Current prices mark a 7% decline in just 2 days, according to data from CoinGecko. In an October 18th post on X, the SUI Foundation, the organization behind the Layer 1 blockchain, slammed the allegations of supply manipulation as unfounded and materially false. They said, "We want to address some inaccuracies that have been reported today, adding the unfounded, material false statements surrounding the supply of SUI tokens that needs to be addressed. There has never been any sale of SUI tokens by the Foundation after the initial Community Access Program distributions, period. The circulating supply schedule displayed on the SUI Foundation public website and available through the public API endpoints is accurate." What does that mean? The SUI Foundation has never liquidated any SUI tokens, including staking rewards, other than those mentioned above. Every transfer of SUI tokens by the SUI Foundation is publicly visible and verifiable on the blockchain. The SUI Foundation has been consistent and transparent, publicly communicating the schedule for the SUI token circulating supply. The Foundation is actively fighting any disinformation and FUD through a variety of channels and will keep the community up to speed on those efforts. The SUI Foundation's post came in response to reports from South Korean news outlets Techcom and Block Media, which said that regulators from the country had launched an investigation into the SUI Foundation. According to the reports, the South Korean Financial Supervisory Service, or FSS, said it would soon launch an investigation into the distribution of the SUI tokens following allegations made by Representative Min, a lawmaker from the Democratic Party of Korea. Min claimed that the SUI Foundation had paid its self-interest by staking coins that should have been remained in non-circulating supply. Min said it has fallen more than 67% in the 5 months since listing. The issuer, the SUI Foundation, received self-interest by staking the locked-up amount and sold to increase circulation. Additionally, Min alleged that the reason why the SUI token had plummeted was because the foundation had lied about the amount in circulation. South Korean lawmakers have ramped up their efforts to better regulate crypto activity in the country following the collapse of Do Kwon's Terra Money ecosystem in May 2022. As such, the FSS expects to introduce a comprehensive set of crypto legislation as early as January 2024. Layer 1 blockchain Aptos network has returned to normal operations after a lengthy 5-hour outage that saw transactions on its network impacted. According to the Aptos Scan Network Tracker, on-chain transactions on the Move language-based blockchain were halted at 11:11 p.m. UTC on October 18th. The outage has arisen exactly a year after Aptos mainnet launched on October 18th, 2022. The Aptos community was celebrating the first anniversary with a mass graffiti canvas while the outage occurred. Aptos shared that a massive transaction order on this anniversary canvas had potentially impacted its capacity, which caused the network to go down for hours. Aptos said, "Your energy for Aptos 1 was so electric, you cut out the lights." The outage then led crypto exchanges Upbit and OKX to alert users about maintenance for the network, adding that Aptos deposits and withdrawals were temporarily suspended. Before the outage, Aptos Labs posted a birthday message saying, "It's been a year since Aptos mainnet burst into the scene." Aptos, a venture capital-backed project that launched on October 17th, 2022, was built by former Meta employees who worked on Facebook's DM blockchain. It may be outage season, as Aptos is not the only chain to go down recently. On October 19th, the Theta Network team stated that a recent node upgrade created an edge case bug that caused blocks on the main chain to stop producing for several hours. And in September, the Coinbase Layer 2 network base suffered its first major outage since the launch in the previous month. The issue for Aptos has been solved now, and the network is functioning properly. Aptos has grown significantly within a year of its mainnet launch, having processed over 301 million transactions with a current market cap of $1.2 billion. That's it for Altcoin Buzzers Update. I'm Ruskin Buffington. Thanks for watching.